Welcome back, everybody. It's Red Halo here. We are doing, well, One Piece Treasure Cruise type video today. We have the finals for voting for the 2021 OPTC Awards presented by Good, Great, Perfect, the podcast. Great guys over there. And we're going to be submitting our final votes. They had a bunch of nominations. We did our nominations. You can check out the link in the description to the video where we did that. I'm going to put a card up top as well. I'm going to put a link to this survey, this vote page in the description as well, so you can go check that out. They've already got like 2,000 votes, so more votes just makes it just that much better. And so we're going to be doing our picks here in this video today. And I'm going to switch my account real quick. And let's get started. So first one, best super evolution. I think I remember pretty well who I put down. I might be off on some things, but we got Dex Sabo, Germa 66, Onami, and Yamato. Now, Yamato is a super strong 6+, but were they improved the most, right? The 6+ Yamato is, I think, just a little bit better than the 6-star. But the 6-star is still super strong. So I don't think I'm going to click Yamato. Onami got better for sure, but not like drastically so, right? They definitely got better. I honestly think the Dex Sabo is a really good pick, right? Let's open up the database right here and we'll just take a look real quick at what that Sabo actually like changes to, because he's very strong after his evolution. We can actually just go right to here, right? So this is the 6-star normal. He gets the boosted chance of mastering orbs for 3 classes here. You boost those classes by 3 times HP 125. When you kill an enemy, defeat an enemy, you get your attack boost like increased and it go to 4.25, right? Sailor ability, tandem recovery for those are beneficial. 60 stats. Locks the chain at 3 times, and then you get an orb boost for those classes by 2.25 on a 14 turn, 12 turn with expansion, right? And then they get damage reduction, slot bind, and berry penetration, right? But let's take a look. Let's look at this super evolution, right? So the super evolution, the same thing. We get boost of matching orbs for those 3 classes. You get a 4 times attack boost at the beginning. That's already much better. 1.3 times HP boost, and then it can go up to 5 times for a maximum of 5 times. That's much better. Holy crap, that is so much better. Same sailor abilities, yeah. Inflicts enemies with burn for 2 turns, adds 1 times to the chain multiplier for 2 turns. So it's not a chain lock anymore, it's a chain boost. Chain multiplier for 2 turns too. That's really good. And then we get it's an attack boost, which, as you can remember from what we just said, it was an orb boost originally. So this is actually a character you might want to have 2 copies of, like a unevolved, a 6-star and a 6+ unit, because their specials are so different. All right, that is 100% way better. Super type's the same. Yeah, that's really good for sure, but I think Sabo's better. I think that the upgrade from Sabo is just more substantial. So yeah, for sure I'm gonna say that is the best one. Worst super evolution. Well, this is just not even like, it's pudding. Come on now. It's 100% pudding. Like, all she gets is bind and despair reduction by 2. That's the only thing that changes in the entire kit. Like, and you don't use pudding as a captain, really. So, like, you can use these 3 characters as captains. Like, you don't want to, but you can. You don't really use pudding as a captain, like, ever. So, there's no brain. It's pudding. Best rare recruit. Okay. This is actually tough. It's actually tough, right? Because all 4 of these are really good. Yikes. Okay, so Robin, Rockstar, Killer, and Lazaro. Let's take a look here, right? So Robin first. I think she's a quick unit. Or she might be Psy. Maybe she's... Also, we gotta search by like higher numbers here. So here she is. She is Psy. Okay. We're only gonna be looking at the special ability because let's be real, you're not using them as a captain. So threshold, percent damage reduction, and increased defense by 5 turns, despair by 5, and changes all orbs on the character to Robin's orb. That's that is really good. I don't have Rockstar, so but I do know what he does, right? So barrier by 2, despair, attack down, chain multiplier by 5, and block into matching orbs and locks orbs for 2 turns. That is really good as well. 5 turns of attack down is probably the best thing on there. Reducing barrier by 2 is kind of a niche thing, and most of the time you got more barrier than that. Block orbs into matching orbs is nice, but it's only block orbs, right? Otherwise, you do get a chain lock for 2 turns. I mean, a orb lock for 2 turns. It's really good as well. The chain multiplier limit's kind of okay. The attack down is really what makes this unit, like 5 turns attack down is really good. The barrier is also really nice. I think Robin's better. I think getting despair and all of the defense up reductions by 5, and you get like all your orbs changed to what Robin's orb is. And let's say you go into the final stage, you just put someone on Robin that can give her a orb with a support, and then you just get a full board orbs if Robin's orb is beneficial, right? I think that's better, just personally, right? Killer, I'm already gonna say probably not going to make the cut. He's no joke a very good unit, but I still think Robin's better. Robin coming ahead right now, being the best unit, in my opinion. That is, you know, like, this is all my opinion. I definitely put the Zoro on the list too. I think I forgot about Robin. Like, I didn't see Robin, and like when I was going over my nominations. So it's my bad, because Robin's definitely like taking the cake right now. But then again, this is a very good character. Silence and attack down by 5 turns. You get an orb block, and then you get a 2 times just rainbow orb boost. Yikes. Silence and attack down and an orb block. That's really good. Plus his sailor ability gets rid of 5 turns of silence as well. What are Robin's sailor abilities? I want to go check that out. Right, so where are you? Here you are. Changes all orbs into Psy orbs at the start of the fight. That's really good. That's really good. It's not as good as Zoro's is. I'm picking Robin. That is so come on now. That's such a good unit. Plus, again, Psy unit. I use her a lot. I don't have Rockstar. I use Killer sometimes. I use Zoro a lot, but Robin is wow. All right, let's continue here. That's free-to-play unit. Okay, now these two are not going to cut it. It's going to be one of these two. I know Olin's really good. Right? Let me read what she does real quick. So we're in the Kazuna that has her right now, but I haven't like gotten her or like fed or upgraded her yet. So driven powerhouse 3.75 HP, Semla orbs makes recovery and Semla orbs driven beneficial for driven powerhouse. Completely resist silence. That's really good. Reduce silence by 6 turns. Percent damage 6 turns. Block and recovery orbs into Selma orbs. And then you get an orb boost for int driven powerhouse for 2 times for 3 turns. That's really good. I think like that's really good for sure. But I think the Kuja Pirates is better. I think they're better just off the top of my head. They give you a conditional boost. Conditional boosts are so good, so valuable. Plus, they reduce increased defense and percent damage reduction by 5 turns. That's really good. Attack of these two classes by 2 times for 1 turn. A delay conditional, which you can get a confirmed 100% delay if your HP is over 50,000. So you just get a delay conditional boost more often than not. You can't like overlook how good that is. Like, I'm using this character on one of my teams in the Kazuna right now. This is a very good unit, and like, yeah, very good. Getting the 2 times attack boost, that's also really good. 2 of the defense. Yeah, I'm picking the Kuja Pirate. Best artwork. Okay, this one's kind of tough because they're all really good. This is best artwork though. It's not best ink effect, right? I'm already gonna say no to Kaido. Like, it's really good, but I don't like look at it and be like, yo, that's awesome. Yo, Kissa, talk to you later. Have a good night. Zoro's unevolved artwork is fine, but his evolved artwork is fire. It's so good. It's kind of the same with everybody's. I think Law's unevolved artwork is really good though, right? And then his evolved artwork is also super good. Roger's, of course, his evolved artwork is amazing, but his unevolved is kind of just okay, right? Honestly, I think it's gonna be Final Tap Law. I love the lightning, like the room look of it. I think, like I said, his unevolved artwork is also very good. If we're taking both into account, like, this is the only unit I think that has, like, I mean, I think Kaido's unevolved artwork is pretty good as well, but I think Law's evolved is better than Kaido's, so that's why I think he's gonna overtake. I'm gonna say Final Tap Law. Best ink effects. All right, well, oh, they're coming in. Ah, there we go. Okay, I'm happy that they did this. I'm super stoked that they did this because this makes it just so much easier to look at. So let's see here. What is the best? Now, Kaido's is amazing, right? Moria's is really good too, but I think Kaido's is better than Moria's. So Moria's out of the running. Law's is really good. Law's is really good. Roger's is really good too, but I think Law's is better than Roger's. Roger's been around for some time now, and like it's good. It's really good, but I think Law's is better. There's just so much going on. I love the lightning and like his arm with the room and his sword, like, so it's either V1 Kaido or Final Tap Law, right? Man, it's really tough because Kaido's is older, right? And it looks like there's a lot going on in Kaido's, but it's really not all that much, right? He has the fire blast, which looks great. His eyes light up, which look amazing. And the rocks, I think the rocks are like the like cheapest like ink effect. Like if they have rocks, which a lot of the early ink effects have rocks in them, right? Law's does not have any rocks. It's like cool like clouds. It has like rotatability with it, which I also think, you know, Roger has rotatability in it. There's like kind of rocks going on with Moria. I'm gonna pick Law. I've been picking Law for a lot of stuff here, but he's really awesome. Overrated Legend. You're telling me the Straw Hat Pirates aren't on this list? Are you kidding me? I'm upset. I think the Straw Hat Pirates are overrated. I put them on here. I think they're very overrated. Their Sugo Fest literally just came out, and I'm not pulling on it. I watched Toski do his pulls. He didn't get them. I lost 55,000 channel points. Yikes. Caressa got him on the first. I saw that in the chat, but they're fine, but I don't think they're like super top tier like some other people would say, right? I think people have a good understanding of how good Reiju is. I don't know why they're on the list here. I think Kaido is really good, so I don't think he's overrated. I don't think he's underrated. I think he's like where he's meant to be, honestly. Luffy, Sanji could be overrated for sure, but we're putting Final Tap Luffy on here 100%. 100%. I don't have them personally, but whenever I used him, like, he's strong for sure, but I think his Final Tap is just so-so, you know? And if we're looking at like a Final Tap unit, you're expecting them to like actually be like super good, right? Not like Law's is. Law's Final Tap is really, really good. I don't think Luffy's is that good. I think his kit is good. Like, it's strong, but it's not like as good as the other two. I think he's overrated. So that's what I'm going to pick. It's hard placing units that aren't out yet and I haven't messed with, like, choosing them, right? So that's why I'm not picking Reiju. But I also know that when Reiju was coming out, people were talking about how good she was. I think that has kind of like died down and people like know how good she is. So I'm gonna pick Final Tap Luffy here. Underrated Legend. Okay. This is a good list. I think Kid's very good. I would love to have Kid. In hindsight, doing my pulls on the Final Tap banner, I did more to try to get Luffy at the time, and I wish I had gone more for Kid. And when I say more, it was only like 3 multis different, like between the banners. I went hard on Law at first, and you know, but I would have much rather probably gone for Kid more. Fire Tank Pirates, I honestly haven't used that much yet since I pulled them. I think they're very good. Moria, I think people who think that they're underrated, that Moria is underrated, you know, are right. Like, I think he is underrated, but I think he's very strong. And Whitebeard vs. Shanks, I think people, before he came out, underrated him. Before they came out, I think people underrated them for sure, and now I think they're like, people know, right? So I'm not gonna put Whitebeard vs. Shanks because that was like a thing where it's like before the legend came out, people were saying that. All of these 3 other ones were like talking about these units like as they were coming out or like have been out. I'm gonna say Fire Tank, even though I haven't used them that much. Yeah, you just don't hear a lot about how good they are, but they are very good. Look here, right? Most Improved Legend. This is for a unit that may have not seen a lot of use play in the past, but time going on, the unit has increased in play and value. This one's, I mean, out of these choices, I think Shirahoshi Mancherry, everyone knew just how good she was when they came out. Especially on the global side. If I'm thinking of it just based on my, like, what I do and, like, my experience with the game. Shirahoshi Mancherry, I think people just knew she was good, like, right off the bat, right? Sugar could definitely be a contender. Germa with their 6+ evolution, like, for sure, we've seen a lot more play of it. But only since the 6+ came out, right? Which is this artwork here. So it's pretty recent. Sugar's been out much longer than that. Final Tap Kid. Again, I don't have him. So I have all 3 of these units here except for Final Tap Kid. So I don't feel comfortable placing him up here. I'm going to say Sugar. Because, like, I have Sugar on one of my Kazuna teams right now. It seems like every Kazuna I'm using Sugar. Because her special ability and like just how much more damage output you can get, even just with her as a sub, is very, very good. And I think when she first came out, people were like, yo, a Sugar Legend? Are you kidding? And she just turned out to be like great, right? I'm gonna say sugar. Your favorite game mode content in Treasure Cruise? Well, like, how many options did they have? Only like 5, really? Like, I'm gonna say Kazuna Clash, right? Like, Pirate Rumble, it's really only like a lot of fun if you have like the best team, which as Rumble keeps evolving, there's not like just one best team anymore. Like, it used to be that way, right? With the Quick Team, like, Quick Team was like, at first it was the Slasher Team, right? Slasher Team just destroyed everything. Then it became the Quick Team. Quick Team destroying everything. Now it's not so much. Like, you can build like a bunch of different teams and them all be like top tier. So Rumble, you know, it's something to do, but I'm not like excited to play it, right? Treasure Map, everyone has an opinion on Treasure Map. I don't think it's too bad. There's definitely more they could do to improve it, but it's definitely not the best. And the GARP challenges, the way I feel about GARP challenges now is like, it's something I have to do to get rewards. Like, I'm not like, oh, let's do GARP challenges. Like, when Kazuna Clash comes around, I'm like interested in doing that. So it's like a no-brainer. It's Kazuna Clash. Best new update feature. Okay, here we go. This one's good. Cotton candy stacking, candy storage. Very good. Pirate Alliance. Very good. Power-up system overhaul. Bro. And then the stamina meat. Oh my god. All of these are amazing. I'm gonna already, right off the bat, take Pirate Alliance out. It's really nice and I love having my alliance, but what does having an alliance do to the game other than the fact that you can be in a group with people? Like, we already had co-op Kazunas, which was essentially Pirate Alliance without the Pirate Alliance. And they could have just kept that, and the alliance thing wouldn't have mattered. So that's the reason I'm taking that off. I still love it, but that's why I'm taking it away. The cotton candy storage is really, really good, but if we have to narrow it down. We have to narrow it down. If we're narrowing it down, I'm taking it off the list. Right? It's between the power-up system overhaul. I mean, just look at that image. He is feeding 50 tomes at once, and it's only taking up 1 slot. With what he is feeding to that character right now, he essentially is upgrading, like, getting 50 like sockets. He's doing a lot of Pirate Rumble points. He's essentially gonna max the skill, and if he's lucky, he can get max support. Just with what he placed there. He's got 4 more slots left. He could easily put cotton candy in there. Well, no. Well, what am I talking about? Cotton candy doesn't matter. I wonder if you could stack tablets. That's something that we don't see there. I would assume that could be definitely a thing that they could do, is stack tablets as well. That is, just looking at that image gets me excited, right? All these other images, the cotton candy is really nice, but that image with the powering up, just seeing that they have stackable numbers on top of that, blows my mind. That gets me excited just looking at that. And the stamina meat storage is so good. It changes how you play the game. Because, you know, going into like treasure maps and stuff like that, like before this, you'd be like, all right, treasure map's coming up. I want to make sure my pirate level is getting close to leveling up, but not really, because you want to still use as much stamina as you can on treasure map before you get that pirate level up that refills it. That's no longer an issue. Like, it's, I guess treasure map's a bad example, but having the just like when you want to play the game a lot, you just have your meat stored, and like when you're not playing the game a lot, you just keep them there, right? You don't use them. But when you want to, and you actually really want to play a lot, and you need normal stamina, that meat is unbelievably good. However, I'm still picking the power-up system because like I said, that image alone right there gets me excited for when this comes to global. And like the other images, they're great and all, but that is something else right there. That's going to save so much time. It's not even funny. All right, next one. Most anticipated feature. Is this any spoilers? No, it's not. Okay. Nothing here apart from Roger versus Whitebeard I had on my list. What I was putting on here were spoiler type things from the manga, and none of this is spoiler type things from the manga because this has happened in the anime. The new game mode is interesting, but having no information of what it's gonna be, kind of like, you know, we'll see how it goes, right? So I'm not gonna say that. Treasure map revamp overhaul. Have they even stated they're gonna do that? Like, I don't know. So that is just speculation based on what I know. That could be, I could be wrong about that, but I don't know about that. Kaido versus Luffy, bro, we got enough fucking Luffy and Kaido units. Seriously, that's cool. That's a cool concept, but I'm personally not anticipating that because it's just like, it's just another Luffy and Kaido unit. We've got so many. So I'm picking Roger versus Whitebeard unit just because, like, that's everyone wants that. Everyone wants that. Yo, Tosi coming in here with the raid. We are recording a video right now. We're back now. We got a lot of falls there. There's just a lot going on. But Roger versus Whitebeard, that's what I'm clicking. That's what I'm clicking. That's what I think, like, a lot of people would be hyped for. I'd be hyped for that. So, worst Legend of the Year. I think V2 Marco does not deserve to be on here. I also don't think that Halloween Shanks deserves to be on here. I think Halloween Shanks is kind of like mid, right? V2 Marco is definitely not mid. I think he's better than mid. He's not like top tier or anything like that, but not mid. V3 Blackbeard and Kuma, on the other hand, are bad. And I don't have V3 Blackbeard. Kuma's now out on global, right? So I know Kuma's really bad, but I can't pick Kuma in my heart because he's not out on global yet and I haven't used him. I have used V3 Blackbeard as a friend captain. And I don't have him personally, but I also don't care if I get them. So, you know, the White Hunter. Yeah, Blackbeard, we're picking Black. It would be Kuma. If Kuma was out, I'd mess with them. Might have been Kuma, but I don't feel good about picking that. So, best banner release. This is pretty obvious. As good as this was, and as good as what this was, same with this. Is this the countdown to the Sugo Fest? Pre-global 6th anniversary. Oh, okay. So this was before the 6th annie. I mean, it's this. Let's be real. Who's picking out of these other banners? Even if, like, one of the other banners was better for you in terms of getting units, if you're looking at just the banner itself, not how your pulls were, this is obviously the best choice. The World Cruise was unbelievable. Moment of the year. 11.2 update in producer video. Announcement of the Global JP schedule sync. That was pretty hype for me. Roger and Odin release, World Cruise event. Bro, that was amazing too. Yamato release. All very, very good moments. Right? Hype factor. That, like, the whole community, Global and JP, like, hype for events, right? When Yamato came out on JP, it was super hype. It was still hype on Global too, but they were on separate times, right? I feel like I can't pick a moment that is just from the Global side, because moments where both servers got the same content are, I feel, way more hype, because it'd be new for us, we didn't see it coming, and be new for them, right? The 11.2 update in the producer video, that was maybe majorly JP stuff, right? And Global doesn't have that stuff yet. We are getting it soon, but and it's super exciting, but it's not as exciting as it would have been if like we got that at the same time, right? That would, think of that if we had gotten 11.2 at the exact same time. That would have been amazing. Announcement of the Global and JP sync. That's again one of the things that I think it's more of a global side kind of thing, right? Because we're the ones catching up. JP's nothing going on with JP. It's going to be running at the exact same. So I think it's got to be the World Cruise event, because that happened at the exact same time, simultaneous release. Finally, a Roger Legend. Everyone wanted an Odin Legend too. It was, and they're both super Sugo Fest. I think it's got to be that, right? Best Legend that released from this year. Okay. I thought no, the first one was Super Evolution. That's what it was. Best Legend. It's not even, why do we have to debate this? It's Roger. I love all of these units. I don't have Yamato. I've used Yamato. I know how good Yamato is. And they're very good. But I couldn't, in all honesty, pick this unit because I don't have them. Ace for Zakine is very, very good. I love Ace Sabo. I think Ace Sabo is super top 5 best unit. Like, I personally, that's what I think, is Ace Sabo is a top 5 unit. Their switch effect alone makes them top tier. Not top 5, but all of their other kit, like, combined makes them top 5. We're gonna pick Roger though. Where's dual unit Blackbeard? So broken. Yeah, you're funny. All right, anyway, that's gonna be everything. We submitted all our forms. We did everything. We voted. Kind of a long video, but I'm gonna be like skipping through it. Hopefully it'll be smaller size and not as long. But guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you go vote. Again, in the description we got a link to the link for this voting. Make sure you go vote, and hopefully, you know, we get some great final announcements for who wins and everything like that. It's gonna be just awesome to see what the community selected. I think for a few of those questions, for certain, a lot of people are on the same like page. But guys, if you could hit that like button for me, it helped me out a great deal. Subscribe to the channel if you want to get notified when I upload more videos, and check out the description. It's going to be a link to my Twitch channel. We're live right here, actually right now, with a bunch of lovely people in the chat. Say hi, everybody. I will hopefully see you guys later. Have a good rest of your day. Peace out.